Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3. Hey everyone. How's it going? Welcome to my stream. Hope you've been well. All right, let's organize a bit before we get started. Let's resize our windows a tad. All right, that looks good. Perfect. The program is called Comfy UI. Silarat, you said you can't hear. Can anyone else hear me? I think my microphone's working. It sounds good on my end. Whoops. Oh, you restarted the app? All right. All right. We hear you. Wonderful, wonderful. All right, so I'm going to be making some art tonight. Art that will eventually make its way onto my Instagram. And here to answer any questions that you might have about my process or what I'm doing. Okay, so let's get this going. Let's bring this into here. Beautiful. All right, let's make some fun stuff like this. Let's have some fun. So how's everyone doing? What am I snacking? I'm snacking on some garlic parmesan pretzel bites. They're really, really good. So let's think about this. What should we do? Maybe I will just fall back on some old pictures. Like a praying mantis or something. Hello, Rider Boy. How's it going? Vampy Supreme. Yes, nuts is the word. That is the right word for all this. think we'll play with this video right here because it looks pretty interesting. Cancel that. And we'll plug that into here. So this will be the driving motion of our video. And this will be the structure, I suppose. Let's plug that in for that. Let's see what we get if we queue it up. I'm gonna use this as our structure. Should be interesting to say the least. How is it created? This type of videos can you learn? Yes, you absolutely can learn how to do this if you are motivated enough. There are plenty of tutorials out there. The program is called Comfy UI, and it's a lot of fun. Makes weird stuff like this. Pretty cool, actually. So let's think this through. Let's let's increase the strength on the structure of that. Okay. Let's see what happens if I queue it up again. Hello, Sushmita, how's it going? Kritten, the name of the program is called Comfy UI. It's written right at the top of the screen there. Oh, thank you, Nikawara. I appreciate that. Ooh, okay. Oh, thank you, Solera. I appreciate that. I really do. Okay, let's plug this in. Perfect. QR monster. Let's see what we get by doing that. Creep, the graphics card that I'm using is an NVIDIA 4090. Yes, it can be quite complicated, CAG. Do you also teach this, or where can one learn this? I'm currently working on putting some kind of course together that it's kind of hard to give a time frame right now because I've run into a few roadblocks, but I really do want to have it out soon. And but until then, there's a lot of really good learning resources on YouTube. If you just Google how to learn Comfy UI getting started, installation, basics, etc. AI art with prompts, yeah. It's a little bit beyond that. I mean, this does have prompting capabilities, as you can see right here, from what I've written in the positive prompt, but generally speaking, there's a lot more going on behind the scenes. No, I'm not linking to the workflow at the moment, but in the future, I hope to share the workflows in some capacity. Just haven't thought it through yet. Maybe on my Patreon. Ooh, this is cool. This is sick. Very, very cool. I dig it. What model are we using? We're using Absolute Reality LCM. Not too bad. Ooh, this should be a good one. Hello, Raju. How's it going? How are you? Nice. You watched it on Acid? That's so cool. I bet it's pretty crazy. I haven't seen it under those conditions. Oh, thank you, Chuck Richard. I appreciate you. And to you as well, Ben. Thank you so much for the compliment. You guys are awesome. I love you. How long does each one roughly take you to then? I joined late. It really depends on the time it takes for each one. Sometimes I'll toil over one of them for like a few hours. Other times, maybe an hour or two at the least. That one's kind of cool. But here's what we're going to do. We're going to go back to the one we had before, because I have plans for it. So messed up, I love it. Yeah, I love it too. It's definitely messed up. But that's okay. Oh shit, the control net is too high. Bring that down to 0.3. We'll bring this also down to 0.3 as well. And let's rerun that. Is it free software? Yes, this is free. It's called Comfy UI, as you can see at the top of the screen. And it's open source and completely free. And it's really, really cool. But I'm about to bring it into a different environment called Runway, just to add some polishing details to it. Ooh, yeah, now we're talking. Sick. Dude, that is so freaking cool. So we're going to take that. We're going to bring it into here. We're going to interpolate it real quickly up to 60. Gonna flip it on its side after it interpolates, which is right now. Bring that on in and flip it over to 1280 by 768, and then we will give it a 60 frames. rotate it over, stretch it out, and then export it out as is. Now we are going to take that, plop it right on into runway right here. Actually right here. And we're going to play with it in here. And it's going to look even cooler. I can't read on my phone. It's Comfy? Yes. Sorry about that. Yeah, the program is called Comfy. Comfy UI. Ooh. 1280 by 768. Oh, wrong file. Hang on. Where did it go? There it is. Alright, perfect. Do we need a graphic card to run this? Yes. You do need a pretty decent graphics card to do what I'm doing at the moment. Unless you want to rent server space online, there are websites that allow you to use Comfy UI in a cloud environment that you pay for by the hour or monthly, however they charge you. But yes, there are cloud solutions if you don't want to invest in an expensive computer. Let's turn this into delicious pasta and meatballs, because I've been kind of obsessed with that lately. Shoot, wrong tab. Alrighty, right up there is good. Okay, okay. Alright, let's see what we get. And we're going to have our workflow ready to flip it back over once I've done my magic with it. And yeah, that's going to be really cool. So about the wedding video. Which wedding video? That's a trip I'm happy to watch. I'm happy his to watch. What video card do you have? I have an NVIDIA 4090. NVIDIA 4090. Highly recommended. Although not cheap, but very fun. Very fun. What should we do with it now? Let's play with this right here. This is calling my name. I want to play with that video as my reference, so I will. I'll change from QR Monster to Line Art so that it better captures the edges and contours, and we'll cue that up and see what we get. Is the music. There we go. So we have 2 videos running right now. 2 videos rendering. Let's see what this looks like. It's chaos. Predictably chaos. How about these? Ooh, pretty cool. Oh wow, this one's cool. Oh, thank you, Sahi. Hungry now? Yes. Check this out. Whoa. That's pretty cool. What's eating you? I don't know. What is eating me? Pretty cool. Runway is such a cool website. Alright, so let's do something novel and fresh. Let's make a new workflow from scratch. We'll start with the load checkpoint. We'll drag the model over to case sampler. We'll give ourselves an empty latent. Does all this get anywhere? Does all this get anywhere? Where is it supposed to get? We're just having fun. Just having delicious fun. But in any event, we'll do 512 by 512. We'll do 60 frames for the FPS, or the total frames rather, and we'll set our conditioning. We'll do a positive and a negative. Positive, negative. Plug that into the case sampler. Oops. As the positive and the negative. Beautiful. We'll make the empty latent change its width and height from widgets to inputs. Oh, thank you, Miss Marl. I appreciate it. Okay. Okay, 512 by 512. We'll also do this. Change batch size to this as well. 60. Scale image. Okay. Crop to center. What we're doing right here in a nutshell is we're globalizing the width and the height values so that we can spread them out, transmit them out to whatever other nodes will need to know the width and the height of our project, instead of having to set them manually each and every time we set a node down. We can declare them globally right over here and then spit them out wherever else they need to go as we build out our workflow. You know what I'm saying? So we'll do a VAE decode. We'll also load a VAE separately, which is right here. Plug that on in. Preview image. And let's see if it's working. Let's do a pineapple. Cool, our workflow is working. Yay. Ooh. What do we have here, Runway? Gnarly. This one looks really cool. Okay, let's rotate this one and take a look at the results. Nice. How do you like that? You're sick. Pretty freaking cool, eh? So let's continue with our workflow that we're building. Let's turn it into an animation workflow instead of just a static image one. Getting ourselves an LCM LoRa so that our workflow can be LCM. Plug that into there, plug this into KSampler, and we'll do our animate diff stack. We'll start with evolve sampling, and we will give ourselves the actual apply models node, as well as a motion LoRa node, and a scale multival, which basically determines the amount of motion that takes place in your video overall. Number 1 is usually a good place to leave it, 1.0, but you can play with that. And then lastly, we have our context options, which are chiefly responsible for making our videos a perfectly looping video instead of a hard cutoff. That's what this will be good for. Right, so we should be good there. Let's try and animate something real quick, see if it works. We're going to want to change the sampler and schedule to LCM and SGM uniform. Perfect. 12 steps, 0.2 for the CFG. I'm sorry, 2.0 for the CFG. We're also going to want to fix our seed, and we're going to want to globalize it. So change seed to input, drag that out to a seed everywhere node. That way, just like our width and our height, we can globalize our seed input in case any other KSamplers need it. Do I have any tutorial of this on YouTube? No, not at the moment, but I am working on something like that. So hopefully I'll be announcing something like that soon, but I'm actively working on a course. You could code all this or using a software. I guess theoretically you could code all of this yourself by hand. I think it's mainly driven by Python, if I'm not mistaken. And in fact, you can write your own custom nodes using, I think, Python or maybe C++ or something. I don't really peek under the hood too often. I don't really code my own nodes, to be honest with you. I mostly just interface with it in this capacity. But if you know your way around code, I'm sure you could do a whole lot more with this program. All right. Okay, dance. Let's try a dancing pineapple. Or a jumping pineapple, just to make sure the animation component is functional. Let's try that out. We're going to need a video combine node instead of a preview image because we're no longer working with an image, we're working with a video now. So video combine, change that to H.264, and let's see what we get. Going to do an 18-bit graphics, Super Nintendo graphics type of augmentation for this video. We're going to make it all pixelated and old school. So we're going to turn this into something more pixely. Let's see how that turns out in the background. Okay, so it's working at least. It's not very interesting, but at least it works. That's all that matters. So now what? Now we want the IP adapter. We'll start with a unified loader, IP adapter, unified loader. Put that right on up there. Set it to plus. And we will drag this into it like so. Okay. We're going to want an IP adapter. Yes, we will. And we'll start upscale. There we go. Alrighty. Let's just use an image as our example. We'll play with this one right here, just a weird alien. And we'll plug that into our IP adapter like so. And we'll plug that on in right there. Okay, perfect. Now we should get a different result if we run it now. It will again try and make us our jumping pineapple, but this time referencing our alien image. So ideally it will combine the concept of a pineapple with this image of an alien. Hello, Adesh, how's it going? It's going to be a pineapple alien, I would presume. Alright, what do we have here? Delicious pancakes and maple syrup. Ooh, this is cool. I like that. These are sick too. That's trippy. Okay, let's flip this around. See what we get. Oh, it's kind of cool. But it can be improved. And it will be. But first, let's see what we just made here. We made a maple syrup demon, in a sense. What is the program name? Yes, the program name is called Comfy UI, as is written right at the top. Every time I watch you get asked it like 30 times, yeah. It's just how it goes. Thanks for using Younger Brother in a video. Oh, you're so welcome. I love Younger Brother. I love their music. I listen to it a lot. It really resonates with me. Could these vids wrapped over volumetric shapes? I mean, uses base mask, any Blender 3D object, and wrap this kind of videos as a surface? Yes, absolutely. You can essentially paint over any type of video that you want. Ideally, I would say you'd want it to be black and white, kind of like you see here, just so that it's more in a readied state to be able to, I don't know, be analyzed by the control net, because it's kind of, I mean, at least in the case of the depth map control net, it's looking for a depth map that it can derive from your video. And if it looks something like this, where the blacks, whites, and grays are already well defined, it's going to have an easier time capturing those details, I would imagine. But it doesn't need to be black and white, and that's the beauty of Comfy UI. You can plug something like this in, and it will still do a very good job at capturing the edges of your video. And yeah, that's my band. No kidding, is that right? Well, I'll be. That's awesome. Benji Vaughn, it's very, very nice to meet you. Your music has gotten me through a lot. I really like your stuff. Happy to have you here. Tonight we're just messing around with Comfy UI and Runway and all kinds of weird AI craziness. Nice, nice. Right on. Well, you gentlemen are very, very talented, and you're doing a good service for the world. Where shall we take this? Okay, well, I'm not entirely pleased with how this is looking, and I think I can probably fix it. For one thing, the beta schedule is probably better suited as a LCM right there. Let's try that. Already that might improve things. Let's kind of play again with some of the stuff we've got going on here, because I like what we had started a few minutes ago with this weird monstrosity right here. Yes, absolutely. I would love to talk about that more. If yeah, absolutely. Let's talk about it in the DMs, as they say. But that would be very interesting to me, and I appreciate the interest. All right, so let's compare and contrast the before and after, left and right. Hey, Hemant, how's it going? Alright, so we have 0 improvement. Well, that's okay. Let's see what we're doing differently, or what we could improve. So, our VAE should be good. The size also is good. The frame count, that's fine. That's fine. Ah, I found the culprit. We're using a really stupid motion LoRa. Not stupid, just not one that I'm typically used to using. So we're going to change it to zoom in, set it to 1, and we're going to run that again. And it's going to look pretty dramatically different, I would say. Hello, horror creator. Hello, Stuart. How are you? What else should we turn this into? Let's try and have some fun. Beautiful flowers, nature landscape, psychedelic flora. Let's go for that. Let's bump it up as well to 85, just to give ourselves a couple of options. Let's see what we get. Can you try something with Pikachu? I could, yeah, I certainly could. Let me go and find a picture of Pikachu in just a sec. Alright, yeah, this is looking a lot better. A lot smoother. As you can tell, the one on the left is very janky and rigid. The one on the right's a little more fluid, which is what we want. And it's still not perfect, but it's pretty interesting. So, yeah, let's find like a Pikachu picture. Let's play with the Detective Pikachu, which is more like lifelike. I kind of like that idea a little bit more. We'll copy the image. We'll paste it in. Okay. Perfect. Okay. Let's give it a shot. Should be fun. Swell. Swell indeed. Okay, we have like 3 different videos rendering right now. So it's gonna look mostly like Pikachu, I think, but it's gonna predictably not be a one-to-one recreation. That's okay though. That's the fun of Comfy. Pretty cute. It's got like a feathery hat. It's actually really cute, and I like it. Let me try and actually prompt the AI to actually be explicitly Pikachu. Pikachu, Pokemon. Curious if this model will actually have that data trained into it, with some understanding of what the Pokemon actually is. Okay, while that's going, let's see what we have here. Ooh. That's pretty cool. Ooh, that's really cool. Yeah, let's play with that. Nice. Yeah, that's definitely a lot more Pikachu-ish. It has the red cheeks this time around. So you can see by the left and the right, the one on the left was just the regular attempt at Pikachu. The one on the right, however, I explicitly wrote the name Pikachu to get this result. And so you can definitely see some pretty distinctive differences. The ears are more Pikachu-like. It has the red cheeks, whereas this one is a little more generic. Really cool, though. Really interesting results. Hey, how's it going? SO. Ooh, let's see what do we have here. This is pretty cool. Not too shabby. Not too shabby. Now, what if we take our new Pikachu friend and run it through Runway? Just like we did with our skeleton. We will bump this up to 60 frames real quick. Bring that on into CapCut. Like so, like so, like so. And we're going to rotate it as well. It's going to be a little interesting. Yeah, that's fine. Let's go for it. We'll export that. All right, let's try it out. Shall we? Maybe we'll turn Pikachu into a gross zombie again. Try gross zombie. We'll lower the structure transformation scale down to 0.25. And by lowering it, that will basically tell Runway that we want to emphasize the structure of our input video. The further over to the left or the closer to 0 that you set this scale, the more it will prioritize the structure of your input. And, you know, just opposite to that, if you set it all the way up to 1.0, it will hallucinate a lot more detail and disregard a lot of the initial structure. So it's a lot of fun to play with that scale and see what you get. So let's see what we get here. We're going to do a 0.25, a 0.85, and a 1.0 as well, just for good measure. Phantom of the Paradise. No, I don't think I've heard of that. Cool name, though. I like the name. Okay, where should we go from here? Well, we should probably add a control net so that we can actually trace over videos. So let's do that with our makeshift workflow that we're building on the fly here. Let's make room for our control net. And we'll do an apply advanced control net. Advanced, I think that's it. Is that it? Yep, that's it. And we're going to want to plug our positive and negatives into it, because the control net lives on the conditioning chain, whereas the IP adapter lives on the model chain. Important difference. So we'll do this. We'll do a reroute because we're going to want to route these to another location once we get into upscaling. So it's just nice to have them nestled into a centralized reroute little family right here. And we're going to need our upscale node that we've created. Paste that on over. And we're going to do a load video. All right. Plug that in. And we're going to also need a ControlNet model. So the ControlNet loader, and we'll set it to line art, which is fine for our purposes. We'll set the strength to 0.5, which should be fine. Okay, let's play with this one. This is a cool looking one, isn't it? And you know what? Let's actually just give it a whirl. Let's see what we get. Let's queue it up to see if we get something interesting. Oh no! It's Zombie Chew. That's actually really sick. Whoa, these are sick. Dude, these are really cool. Oh my gosh. I like this one a lot. Let's, Oh, that's so sick. Dude, okay, cool. Let's rotate that and have some fun. We will bring that into here. Actually, no, we'll just do it in our comfy workflow. I'm just impatient because that looks really cool. Let's take a look at that in just a moment. How do you know when to stop playing around with results? Seems addictive. You are so right, Vampy. That's a good question, and it's a hard one to answer because it actually is very addictive, and it's very hard to settle on a final result. But sometimes you just know. Sometimes you just have an intuition for when something looks really, really cool. This looks pretty cool. I like this. He looks so derpy. I love it. Brian De Palma directed. Look it up. You're going to like it. Nice. I will bookmark that. Thank you very much for the recommendation. Phantom of the Paradise. Let's write that down. Phantom of the Paradise. Thank you for that. Alright, so... Dude, this is so sick looking. Oh my god. Okay. Yes. Look at that, you guys. Zombie Chew. The fuck? Yes. I concur, Lipperk. Brain Rot 2024. Yes. I guess so. Guess you could call this brain rot. But it's fun brain rot. Let's actually increase the ControlNet strength from 0.5 up to 0.8. And then the ampersand will go up to 0.5 to further emphasize the edges and the contours of our input video. Let's really get Pikachu lost in the sauce here, so to speak. The AI keeps melting my brain. Yes, me too. In the same boat, bud. We are at the mercy of forces that we do not understand. My brain can't wrap my head around what's happening. I don't blame you. It's a weird program. It's kind of a hard one to follow. At least it was for me. And then I became obsessed. And now I'm finally starting to get it only because I'm unhealthily obsessed with this shit. That's really the only reason I understand what I'm doing here. It's because I developed an unhealthy obsession. So let's, dude, these are so cool. I love this one right here. Look at that. These are creepy as hell. I love it. Let's take that one. Let's rotate that out. I'm liking this theme of zombie Pikachu. Nice. He's lost in the fractal reality. Is AI going too far, you think? Now, these are the questions that I like. I love when it gets philosophical. Honestly, I wish I got more questions like it. But do I think the AI is going too far? I don't know. I think the safest answer to that question is that I just don't know. But I am kind of scared by it, I'll tell you that much. I don't really know why I'm scared by it. I guess I'm just scared of how fast it's accelerating and evolving. That to me is a little scary. Ooh, look at this. That is so cursed. That is haunted. But it's adorable too. And this one even looks like that thing from Chainsaw Man. That little Pikachu type of fella from Chainsaw Man. Those are the vibes. This is actually really cool. I might post this on Instagram. I really like this one. It's a pretty clean loop too, which is unusual for Runway. I'm a big fan of that one. Hey, Mehul, thank you so much. Appreciate it. Do, 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 do. This is so addictive, you guys. Look at what we've done to poor Pikachu here. He's just getting subsumed by the morass of nonsense. The poor little bugger. Oh, little bugger. Let's upscale him. Why not? Ultimate SD upscale. Do 1024. Yeah, it's a little big, but it's not a huge deal, I don't think. I think it'll go fast. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll just upscale by 2. We'll do LCM, SGM uniform. And I think that'll be good. Let's plug that in. Gonna want the same model, the same positive and negative, the same VAE as well. Can't forget the VAE. So what we're doing right here, folks, is we're upscaling the results with a Ultimate SD upscale node, which is a favorite of mine. Very solid upscaling process. We'll use Realistic Upscaler, and I think that'll do it. Let's plug that into there. Let's see what we get. Oh, you know what? This does need a fixed seed, I think. So let's fix the seed. Drag that out to the seed everywhere. Yes, sir. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Okay, now let's try it. When I smoke weed, I just see your videos on loop. Perfect, yes. If any random person can access it, I imagine what our governance may use it for. Yeah, that's kind of where I get the most fear, is when I think about how governments are going to use AI against the people. Because let's face it, are they really going to use it for us? Well, maybe, but not exactly trusting. AI is a scary thing, you guys. It's very destabilizing. A lot of jobs are being lost. But it's also exciting because we're like building a super intelligence for the first time in history. And it's actually happening, like actually, like a movie, which seemed impossible up until a year or two ago. It's like we're living in an alternate reality even. It's crazy. It's crazy. I have the Astro Boy music stuck in my head, you guys. If you're wondering what I'm humming, it's from Astro Boy, the new platformer that came out on PS5. It's really, really fun. Really well made. And honestly, it just might be Sony's best platformer that they've ever made. It's really, really good. Nice. Creepy. Pikachu! Yes, look at these haunted Pikachus that I have here. Look at these. They're so cute and haunted. Yes. Yes. Do, 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 do. These are cool. This one's my favorite. It's really creepy. I love it. Oh, thank you, Cushy. I appreciate you. Hello, Felix. How are you doing? Oh, thank you so much. You guys are so kind. Cursed Pikachus. Oh shoot, you know what? I didn't set all the settings correctly. How long is this gonna take? 9 minutes? Yeah, no. No, thank you. Steps need to be 8, CFG needs to be 2, and denoise should be 0.4. There we go. Now we gotta start that over. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Total War. I like your name, by the way. That's a really cool username. Nothing short of a total war. Hello, Skibbity. How are you? And thank you, Felix. Thank you very much for the compliment. You're very, very cool for saying that. I love you. What else should we do with Pikachu? What if I literally just type Pikachu? Like, does Runway have... I'm sure Runway understands in its data set what a Pikachu is, so maybe by prompting it Pikachu, it will further enhance our existing Pikachu. Wouldn't that be interesting? You know? Hello, Damaged Melody. I love you too. Thank you for stopping in. Would you like to peruse my gallery of horrors? Gallery of horrors. Oh, this one's really cool. I can't get over this one. That's so dope. Yeah, it's sick. Maple syrup. Rotting demon. Spaghetti and meatballs with like a blueberry for some reason. Why does it have a blueberry for an eye? It's cool though. But this is clearly the winner of the night right here. So what else do we want to add for this workflow? I guess as it's upscaling, we can probably start to organize things. So I will start by putting all these in one massive group. This will basically be our settings group. And then this will be our animation group for animate diff. This will be our IP adapter group for the image inputs, and then we'll have a group for our control net. Beautiful. And then lastly, we'll have a group for our diffusion process, the K-sampler, which will be like so, like that. 1, 2, 3, perfect. Add to group node, and beautiful. Let's move these out of the way. Beautiful. Doesn't that look much better? Much more organized, easy on the eyes, even though it's still kind of hard on the eyes. But we do what we can. Trying to decomplicate an inherently complicated process is no easy task, but it's a fun one. And we've got about 3 minutes on this upscale, which will be very cool. Very worth it and neat and awesome. Oh my gosh. That is not Pikachu, but it's amazing. These are so cursed. I love them. What is this? Emo Pikachu? Emochu? It's literally Emochu. It's incredible. I love it. Absolutely incredible. What type of monitor are you using? I'm using an Asus something or another. It's an old monitor now. It's at least like 7 or 8 years old. Probably more, actually. But it's like a 2560 by 1440. Maybe about like 24 inches or something. 27. I don't know. Gets the job done. So this is a pretty cool workflow, I think. Let's also organize our upscaling node. Or upscaling cluster, I guess. Add that to a group. We will place that over here, I think. Perfect. And let's also change some of these widgets to inputs. Let's change the tile width and height to inputs. We'll do tile width, convert widget to input, tile height, and the upscale by value will change to an input as well, so that we can set it from another location. Upscale by, we'll set that right there. Want to upscale by 2, upscale by, and then we're going to want a simple math node. Simple math, simple math. There we go. And we're going to want to get resolution from our decode. We're going to want to multiply A by B, so it's going to be upscale by multiplied by the width, and then another one for height. And then those will both plug into our tile width and height. Like so. A times B. A times B. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Am I using a voice changer? No, I'm not. Gara, I am from the United States, from California. Sweet. Isn't that beautiful? Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. We're just about done with our upscale. Let's see how it looks. Ooh, that's cool. That's interesting. I love it. It's so like fuzzy. So here for reference is the low resolution version that we started with. And then the one on the right is the high resolution one. And you probably can't tell too well on your end, but on my end at least, you can definitely see a difference. The one on the right is a lot more detailed. Just in like the little furs and hairs. So, very, very cool. And I think, my friends, without any further ado, I think we're going to park it here. Because it's pretty late and I'm quite tired. Oh, you can tell? Nice. Right on, damaged. Damaged melody. Yeah, it's a pretty profound difference, especially as you keep upscaling. Because from here, I could even run it through a second upscaling pass, and then it would become even more detailed. And it's crazy how much you can upscale these things. But I will catch you guys next time, alright? Thank you very much for stopping in. Love you all very much. And I hope to see you soon, alright? Stay safe, stay well. I love you.